Imagine you attend a school that's very dumb in every aspect, especially your classmates. But among all of these brain-dead ignoramuses, there are a few gems. And under this category are smart people, helpful people, and even sometimes YouTubers. Hey guys, Aastran here. What is of the hyper-leveled orientated perspective? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I found out how a YouTuber goes to my school. And I mean like a legit YouTuber with like freaking 200k. So one day I was in an Xbox Live party with my friends and the subject of YouTube came up, and eventually one friend that I was playing with brought up that a YouTuber goes to our school. So me and my other friend who's also in the party, there was like 3 of us, asked who. So I searched him up on the YouTube app on my phone and I clicked on the first channel I saw, and at the time it was like a picture of his face. I don't know if it's still a picture of his face, but he might have something different now since this was like 3 months ago. So I clicked on his profile picture and I looked through his channel, and it was like a vlogging slash like reaction channel. And in one of the thumbnails, I saw some of the people from my school who I guess are his friends. In the background of the thumbnail, there was like a familiar place in my town. In the foreground was 3 people. One was taped to a tree, while another was looking at the person taped to the tree, and at the same time the YouTuber was looking at the person who was taped to the tree as well. Instead of calling him the YouTuber the whole story, I'm going to be calling him NJ. And with the clues I just given you, if you can guess his channel and post it in the comments within 30 days of this video being up, then I'll pay you $1 through PayPal. But stay until the end of the video for more details about the giveaway. Okay, back to the story. So I've never really seen NJ go to my school before, and after that day when my friend told me about him in that Xbox Live party, and I looked him up, and now that I know his face, I started to keep an eye out for him at school. About 2 weeks or so go by, and sometime during the school day, I see him while walking down the hall. While walking past him, I tried to casually glance at him, but instead, I unintentionally jerked my head in his direction too quickly, I guess, and that caught his attention. But I believe not for the simple fact of turning my head sharply. I think that people in the school who knew he was a YouTuber told other people in the school, so people NJ did not know probably started turning their heads sharply towards him in the way that one would look at something rare that would go by quickly because he's the unicorn of the school. And they would go up to him and say something like, "I saw your YouTube channel," or ask, "Are you a YouTuber?" or "Are you that YouTuber that goes to our school?" or something along those lines. So I think that he thought that I knew about his YouTube channel and that I was going to go up to him and ask him if he was that YouTuber. Instead, I continued walking without saying anything because I knew it would be super awkward if I did. I also think I did more than just glancing at him because I made eye contact with him for about 2 seconds. That may not seem like much, but I consider glancing to be about half a second. Well, I looked at him for so long because I was not sure if that was him for the 2 seconds. After that, I was mostly sure that it was him, but not 100% sure. A few weeks after that, I went to one of my teachers during a free period to finish a test. And during that period, that teacher teaches a class. Basically, I sat in the back of the classroom finishing my test to eventually looking up to seeing NJ again. I was not sure if that was him. I wanted to look longer so I can like judge whether or not it is him or not. But if it was him, I did not want to have him turn around to see me staring at him, because I feel like if you stare at someone for too long, it will somehow grab their attention. So I quickly went back to doing my test. When the bell rang, I was still taking my test, so I stayed in the classroom for a bit longer into the next period. When I got done with my test, I asked, "Do you know NJ?" But I only said his first name. NJ are his initials. So I said that question to confirm whether that was him or not. I said his first name when asking because his YouTube channel name seemed like his first name and last name, just with TV at the end of it. My teacher then responded with something like, "Yeah, he's the student who sat there last period," while pointing at the seat where he sat. Then my teacher asked me why I asked. I hesitated for a bit because I thought it would be weird to bring up that he was a YouTuber, and I did not know if she knew already. Then before I could verbalize anything, she said, "Apparently he's famous on the internet." Then awkwardly I was like, "Yeah, that." I don't remember what was said after that. I just remember leaving the classroom to go to study hall not long after. 2 months after that go by, and I go to another teacher to catch up on homework that I've missed. Walking into the door, I see NJ again using his laptop while being accompanied by a girl which I saw in one of his videos that I saw. I think that day was like Monday or Tuesday, and then literally that like same Saturday before, for some reason I searched up his channel again and watched one of his videos. I looked at him for a split second, then I started talking to the teacher about the homeworks I've missed. The teacher handed me a bunch of papers and I started to work on them. A minute or two later, two girls came into the classroom, and mainly one of them started to ask NJ questions. The first one was obviously, "Are you a YouTuber?" She said yes. Then she asked a common thing that you're not supposed to really ask YouTubers, as it is personal information. She asked, "Do you get paid? How much money do you make?" He said yes, he does get paid, but he said it in a manner that seems like he wasn't comfortable around that subject in that environment. There were more questions, but I think he just gave like really vague answers. Mainly because those questions are awkward because you're not supposed to ask that to a YouTuber. Ever since I've heard of NJ in that Xbox Live party, I just like wanted to talk to him and just like probe his mind, but I couldn't since obviously that's like awkward. So when the girls eventually left, I asked a few questions of my own now that the subject was brought up. NJ said that he had a 200k channel before it got terminated, and I asked, "Did you at least get your silver play button?" He said no, I would have had 2 silver play buttons, but my channel got deleted. I just like cringe and feel bad for him, like when I remember that like his channel got terminated before he could get a play button. Oh my, like I would literally cry. I'm assuming he says 2 obviously because of his large channel that got terminated, but at the time he was about to reach 100k again on his new channel. I think he was at like 80k. Currently, right now, when I check, he's at 160,000 subscribers. And the last time I checked, which was 2 months ago, he had 80,000 subscribers. Like, he literally doubled his subscriber count in 2 months. That's like insane. The teacher asked what the play buttons were. Then I explained what they are. For both the 100k version and the 1 million version. The teacher was intrigued by what he heard and probed his mind about his YouTube channel. The teacher was curious on how YouTubers get paid. Since I know the basics of being a YouTube content creator, I said a bit of what I know. I pretty much said that YouTubers are paid from ad revenue, and then I went on to explaining that per 1,000 views, YouTubers get paid about $5. Then NJ cut me off, then he said, yeah, per 1,000 views you get $1, and things are paid in a monthly cycle. Then he said, 1 month I got 12 million views. You can do the math. Let's take those 12 million views, divide them by 1,000. That equates to $12,000, assuming that the CPM, RPM, or whatever is $1. But let's take 12,000 and multiply it by 3, which is in between $1 and $5. That's $36,000. Now let's multiply that 12,000 again by 5. That's literally 60k. So this kid literally could have made $60,000, which is literally like a year's salary in a month. Like a year's salary with a college degree. This kid is making bank, and to be fair, I'm not jealous. I'm actually happy for the dude. As he was explaining all of this, he was packing up, so right after he explained everything, he left. So now it's just me and my teacher in the classroom, and I'm trying to get myself sorted with my homeworks and stuff. As I'm dealing with my papers, I start to hear audio from one of the classroom's computers that the teacher was using. He started to chuckle and said, wow. I turned my head to see what he was looking at, and I saw NJ's YouTube channel up on this computer screen. Like, he had NJ's channel up in one tab, and he would start to watch a video in another tab, then close that tab, going back to the tab with NJ's channel on it to click on a video that opened in a new tab. He was so fascinated that he looked it up right after the kid left. I'm pretty sure the teacher went home that day and subscribed to the kid on both of his channels. I forgot to mention that this kid has 2 channels, one with, at the time, was 80k, and one with about 20k. Like I said before, the main channel has 160,000 subscribers, and like the second one now as well has 91,000 subscribers. So within 2 months, not only has he doubled his like main channel, but his second channel grew 70,000 subscribers in 2 months. Eventually, the teacher stopped looking at his channel and was like, wow, that's amazing. Not long after, he had to go, so that meant I had to leave his classroom. I don't know how to end stories, but that's the story. I'm a senior in high school now, but ever since I was in middle school, like 8th grade, 7th grade, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. And like, you know, I've made multiple channels before. Like, I've been doing this YouTube thing since like pretty much 2009. I've had channels before, and you know, they didn't work out. You know, they were just bad channels, bad quality, bad content and stuff. But this channel, the channel that you're watching this video on, it actually seems to have potential. It seems it can go somewhere, and it will go somewhere, I hope. Like, I always wanted to be, you know, NJ, you know, that type of person, to just be, you know, the YouTuber in the school. You know, I'd feel pretty special, and hopefully I'll be up there with the people who inspired me to make videos. I mean, like, even collaborating with them, and just have an overall good time from YouTube. Now, for the giveaway, without using the video tags, in the manner of how a detective would do it, because there are many clues in the video, I want you to tell me step by step how you found out who I was talking about. The first person to get it right within 30 days of this video being up will get $1 PayPal. Actually, make that $2. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Comment down below any similar experiences, and subscribe. A card should have popped up, and if you click that, it will show you some of my recent videos. And that's been it. This has been Aastran, and I'm out. Have a good one.